Expressions, the most powerful tool an artist can use to portray emotion, personality, and storytelling in a single drawing. A well-drawn face doesn't just show how a character feels, it makes us feel it too. And in this video we'll break down how to take your anime expressions from simple and basic to something more bold and extreme and unforgettable. We will break it down into 3 levels, each one building your control, confidence, and ability to bring your characters to life. And by the end, you won't just be able to see an emotion on the page, you will be able to make your audience feel it as well. If you end up finding this video helpful, consider giving it a like and subscribing. Most viewers aren't actually subscribed yet, and you can always change your mind later. We will stick to 5 core emotions you usually see in expressions. We have happy, sad, anger, surprise, and disgust. Whereas I like to call them the entire emotional range of a shonen protagonist. Technically, there's also neutral, but come on, that's what you're probably drawing always anyways. But before we start throwing eyebrows and mouths around, here is something that will save you years of stiff-looking drawings. You don't sacrifice a good expression for aesthetics. A lot of newer artists, especially anime artists, will water down anger or sadness because they still want their characters to look pretty. That's how you end up with a dead-eyed character who's supposed to be crying but looks like they're posing for a passport photo. Push the wrinkles, push the folds, push the weird mouth shapes. Pretty can wait. Emotion comes first. Now, expressions are like a team sport. Every part of the face works together, but some players are the star strikers. The eyes are the first big ones. They are called the windows of the soul for a reason. Their shape can rest, squint, half squint, close completely, or open so wide they look like they've seen their tax bill. Even a tilt matters. When the outer corners are down, it can express sadness, but when the inner corners are down, it can express rage. And right above them, there's the eyebrows, the boss of the whole operation. Even a tiny change in their angle can completely rewrite the emotion. Drop them low enough and pinch them in, it's rage. Raise one side, suddenly it's confusion or pleading. Eyebrows are very delicate. Next up, we got the pupils and the irises. They're like the volume knob of the intensity. Shrink them if you want fear, shock, or psychotic rage. You can enlarge them for surprise or softness. Then there's the nose. Less delicate, but still important. It helps control facial wrinkles, especially the laugh lines. And yes, I know some artists hate drawing them, but without them, your open mouth expressions will look weirdly frozen. Even junk characters get them when the emotion is big enough. Finally, there's the mouth. The easiest to read, but also the most abused. So you know the drill. If the corners are up, it means happiness. If they're down, it means sadness. But here's the thing. If the mouth opens big, you have to drop the jaw. The head shape changes. It's like a hinge, not a sticker you slap on. If you draw the mouth open wide without moving the jaw, you've just broken the anatomy. There's also bonus points for showing the teeth, gums, or the back of the throat when the emotion calls for it. So let's go emotion by emotion. When you have happiness, the lower eyelids are slightly squinted, the brows get lifted, the nose gets a little bit flexed, and the mouth is smiling. For wide open smiles, you can add what is called the nasolabial fold. It's that crease from the side of the nose to the mouth corner. It is also common in extreme anger. Then there's sadness. It's the opposite eye shape. The upper lids get flattened and the lower lids get extended. You can add a tilt for more drama and the mouth flips vertically into a frown. Then there's surprise. Everything stretches. The brows get shoot up, the eyes widen, the nose lengthens slightly, the mouth drops open, and you have to remember to drop the jaw here. Then there's the anger, where everything is pulled inward. The lids drop, the eyes squint, the brows pinch together, the nose flare or flexes, the wrinkles form between the brows and around the nose. Then there's disgust. Similar to anger, but the mouth pulls away from the nose instead of toward it. And here's where it all gets very fun. You can swap the features around. You can give a happy face the mouth of disgust, and suddenly it's disbelief. You can give a sad face a smiling mouth, and it's no longer sad, it's bittersweet. Or tired but content. You can mix and match, and you'll discover expressions you didn't even know they existed. You can even take the same face and just change the eyebrow tilt or pupil size and completely change the vibe. And that's the power of these little micro adjustments. It's like emotional alchemy. Facial features alone can sell an expression, but the angle of the head can completely change the flavor of that emotion. You can have the exact same eyes, brows, and mouth, tilt the head a few degrees, and suddenly it goes from cute to intimidating. Let's break this down tilt by tilt, and I will link each one to the 6 core emotions so you can see how they work in practice. When the head is tilted up, this is the looking down at you angle, even if the character's shorter. This head tilt, it reads as confidence, pride, or superiority. If you push it far enough, you get this smugness or arrogance. It is perfect for anger or like this dominance personality, or disgust, or even happiness if you want this cocky type energy. Then there's the head tilted down. This one is like a double agent. If paired with soft or sad eyes, it feels shy, apologetic, or defeated, like sadness or fear. If you add a glare or shadow over the eyes, it instantly becomes menacing, like anger or something like disgust, right? This tilt naturally creates these upper face shadows, so it's great for more dramatic moments. Then there is when the head is tilted sideways towards you. This one is more like a friendly one. It's open, curious, playful, like the character is leaning to connect. It is great for happiness or surprise or fear. Then there is when the head is tilted sideways away from you. This creates distance. It can read as a skeptical, cautious, or aloof. It works for disgust in the sense of repulsion, or fear, like you're pulling back from something, or sadness in the sense of maybe you are withdrawing away from something. Then there is when the cheek is tucked with the eyes looking up. It's like this classic anime tsundere pose. It's coy, it's teasing, sometimes shy. It can be used for happiness, or fear, or even anger if you want a cocky you cannot touch me vibe. Then there is when the chin is raised with the eyes looking down. It's similar to the one where the head is tilted up, but this one is more smug. It denotes pure contempt, like some sort of more fierce superiority or condescension. It works perfectly for anger, disgust, and arrogant happiness. The magic here is that the same facial features can read completely different depending on the tilt. Picture an angry face where the brows are down and the mouth is tight, but when you tilt it up, it is arrogant. When you tilt it down, it is menacing. When you tilt it sideways towards you, there is this playful teasing going on. This is why tilt is such a powerful storytelling tool. It's not just what the face is, it's how the head presents it. So when you're drawing, don't just nail the eyes, the brows, and the mouth. Ask yourself, what's the attitude of the head position? That's what will make your expression go from I see it to I feel it. And finally, level 3. Hyper-exaggeration. The part of anime where the laws of anatomy take a coffee break and they never come back. This is where the eyes stretch twice the normal size, the mouth could fit a small car, and hair looks like it's having an emotional crisis. The goal here isn't realism, it's impact. If a normal exaggeration says I'm scared, the hyper-exaggeration screams it at full volume in 3 different languages. The secret here is, when you exaggerate, commit. Half measures kill the effect. If you're opening the mouth, you drop the jaw way down so it actually changes the head shape. If the eyes are widening, stretch them until they're almost off the face. You show teeth, gums, the back of the throat, whatever sells the feeling. This is also the perfect time to add wrinkles, folds, laugh lines, creases under the eyes. All those little signs that the face is moving. Without them, the expression will look frozen no matter how big the features are. Another trick is to choose your star player. Most hyper-exaggerated expressions focus on 1 or 2 features. It's usually the eyes, the mouth, or both. If everything's cranked up to 11 at once, it can turn into visual noise. But if you push one feature to the extreme and let the other support it, you get something more chaotic and readable. When I sketch this, I actually flip my usual process. Instead of drawing the head first and fitting the features inside, I draw the exaggerated feature first. A huge mouth, a massive eye, and then I build the rest of the head around it. This forces the rest of the face to bend, to squash, and stretch to match the energy. That's how you get those glorious, goofy, over-the-top anime faces that feel alive. And don't be afraid to uglify your characters. If someone's going unhinged, they're not going to look model ready. If they're crying, the eyes will be puffy. If they're screaming, the mouth will distort. That's the fun of this level. You get to break all the pretty rules for the sake of raw emotion. And with that, here are all of the expressions I've made.